So I've been gaslit for the past week and a half since Charlie Kirk's assassination, people telling me that he was homophobic, he would have hated me. So we're going to watch a few videos and let Charlie speak for himself and see just how truly homophobic, he really was. If you guys are new here, my name is AJ. Welcome to my channel. We value facts over feelings here, so if you need your safe space or you're easily offended, this is not the channel for you. Everybody returning, welcome back, babes. I love you guys. Welcome back to the channel. And good news for the YouTube channel. TikTok, I don't know what the hell is going on that platform. If they're selling, if it's staying, who it's getting sold to, what. So YouTube is going to be my primary source of content, or where you can find my content, right? Because TikTok, too much. Anyways, Charlie, let's get into it. Let's see how homophobic this man really was.
I do not have hate for a group. I do not have hate for a people. I have hate
just so I can get it on my camera. So Instagram,
don't worry, we got plenty of cameras, but yeah.
But yes, so you do not hate the LGBT community, and Turning Point is not against LGBT.
No, how could I hate that which I have a heart for?
Thank you.
And I might not agree at that for some of the lifestyle choices that some people make, but of course not. And if someone said, Charlie, what's your view on marriage? I say, I believe marriage is between one man and one woman. But if you ask me, what do I have hate in my heart for somebody that doesn't choose the lifestyle that I believe that God laid out in the scriptures? Of course not.
Oh, well, I mean, that didn't seem very hateful. It had to have been a floozy, right? He was probably just trying to grift and appeal to whatever crowd he was talking to. Let's continue. We're probably going to see the real, true, hateful, homophobic Charlie Kirk, I guarantee.
I'm a gay conservative, and I just want to kind of ask you, like, what do you have to say for people like me who kind of feel like, I guess, it's kind of hard for gay conservatives because there's not a lot of us. So, like, what do you have to say to other gay people who need to realize, like, they do have a choice?
Yeah, first of all, welcome to the conservative movement. I don't think you should introduce yourself just based on your sexual attractions.
No, I agree. I like
because that's not who you are.
I like to be thought of as a person, and
for sure, you are a complete human being, and I'm sure you treat people well, and you're studying something. So I want to get away with this idea that you're gay anything. I just think that we have gone a long way in the negative direction in this country, where we act as if the most important part of your identity is what you do in the bedroom. It doesn't mean that much to me, but if you ask from a perspective as a Christian, I don't agree with that lifestyle, but politics is about addition and multiplication. I imagine you agree with a lot of what we talk about.
Absolutely.
Right? Strong borders, strong country, and for that, we welcome you into the conservative movement.
Thank you.
Wait a second, did I hear that correctly? Did a homophobic and hateful man just say, welcome to the conservative movement? It's starting to seem like maybe he was just a man of God first, saying that marriage is between a man and a woman, and that is his personal belief. But he accepted everybody, no matter their sexual orientation, as human beings and showed nothing but love and respect for all children of God. Whoa, it's starting to click for me now. Is it starting to click for some of you out there that thought this man was hateful or homophobic? Because remember, just because somebody disagrees with you does not mean that they are hateful. You just hate the things that he's saying. Now, we have one more video that I want to play for you guys. There is a right-wing extremist that is going to come up to the podium and basically talk down on the gay community. And let's see what Charlie Kirk says. I mean, based off of everything that everybody's been telling me for the past week, I would assume that Charlie Kirk is going to agree with this man, right? Let's see what he has to say.
Hey, Mr. Kirk, thanks for coming out tonight. I got a question for you real quick. I've been told about 5 years ago when gay marriage was legalized nationwide, the conservative movement has been explicitly pro-traditional family. Now, both you and your organization advocate for the acceptance of anti-Christian, immoral lifestyles like homosexuality and transsexuality, going as far to invite drag queens like Lady MAGA to your events. It seems to me and anyone who's paying attention that conservatives just believe whatever liberals believed 5 years ago. Right now, there's a push by the left to normalize pedophilia by way of child drag queen shows and... Oh, excuse me. Phone shut off.
Go back to your notes. That's probably where you saved it. You got to like push double tap and then go over.
Right now, there is a push by the left to normalize pedophilia by way of child drag queen shows and rebranding pedophiles as minor attracted persons. 5 years from now, will you be promoting child drag queen shows? Will child abuse become part of the conservative platform?
Boy, that's a slippery slope fallacy if I've ever seen one. First of all, I've never invited a drag queen to come to any Turning Point USA event. I was at Politicon, and an individual by the name of Lady MAGA came up, and I took a picture, and she walked away. Secondly, let me ask you a question. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir.
So are you a proud Trump supporter?
Of course.
So are you sickened that he had a gay man speak at his convention?
Yes.
Then you're not a Trump supporter, my friend. Thank you very much. Let me ask you another question. Should he return the money of Peter Thiel, an openly gay man who supports his campaign?
No, if it helps him strategically, sure
Okay.
he can.
Should he stop talking to Tammy Bruce, who's an open lesbian that's a Fox News contributor?
If it's affecting his ideas, then probably, yeah.
Okay, so you say you're a Trump supporter, yet you have all these issues and these disagreements with him. Let me be very clear about my position. My personal position. I'm a Christian first and foremost, then an American, then a constitutionalist, then a conservative. In that order. I believe marriage, biblically, if we want to have a biblical and theological discussion, as articulated in the greatest book ever to exist in the history of the world, the Holy Bible. Marriage in the Holy Bible is one man, one woman. I also do not believe in the sort of rhetoric that some people engage in, that all of a sudden that they say there's no place for gay people in the conservative movement. I do not believe that.
That's not conservative.
And let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question then?
Sure, go for it.
So, the American family, liberty, freedom, the Constitution, our history, veterans, that's what we're conserving. I'll get to you later though, don't worry. So let me ask you a question. If you had your way, what would you do with gay people in America?
What would I do with them? I wouldn't.
Yeah, because they're not allowed in the conservative movement, so would you just kick them out anytime they show up at a Republican Party? If you were in charge, like what would you say? You can't be part of the Republican Party.
If somebody is advocating for being openly homosexual, yeah, they should not be part of the conservative movement.
So I just want to go through the list. Guy Benson, no place in the conservative movement. Dave Rubin, no place in the conservative movement. Peter Thiel, no place in the conservative movement. So that just to go down the list.
If they are supporting open homosexuality.
So I'm going to ask a very respectful question, as respectfully as I can. What does what they do in their private life concern you so much that you have to go up in front of a crowd? And
it is against God. That is
so let me ask you a question.
Are you a Christian or not?
Do we live in a theocracy? Yes or no? No. Do we live in a theocracy?
You said you're a Christian. I
am a Christian. And do you know what? And guess what? I will say this. Part of being a Christian is appropriately interpreting what the theological says for the individual, but also means to be long-suffering and patient and loving and kind. Jesus Christ talked to all people. Jesus Christ went and did his ministry through Judea and Samaria, and he had dinner with tax collectors, and he had dinner with prostitutes, and he did his ministry in every part of the Mediterranean. What it means to be a Christian, my friend, is to be open-minded but firm in your beliefs, so you can have that belief. But if you say there's something inherently wrong with communicating or associating just because they make different personal decisions than you, sir, are not a conservative. Thanks for being here tonight.
I've been watching Charlie Kirk for years. Charlie and Candace are two people that actually inspired me to begin speaking up and sharing my personal beliefs with the convictions and confidence that I have today. So is this the hateful and homophobic Charlie Kirk that you guys on the left are trying to convince me or gaslight me into believing deserved the assassination that he received? That's the same Charlie Kirk. And let me make this very clear. Just because somebody has a different belief than you, okay, does not mean that that is validation for his assassination, and stop trying to justify it. That in and of itself is fascism to a T. The very thing that the left says or accuses the right, Republicans, MAGA, conservatives of being. Let's make that very clear. Charlie Kirk's life was taken for no reason. This man was moderate, willing to engage in conversations even when people disrespected him, came up to the mic and hurled insults at this man. He did nothing but sit there and try to have open dialogue and conversation even with people that had opposing opinions. Some people live in delusion. The rest of us live in reality. This man spoke facts, and because you guys could not take the facts, you decided to take his life. Despicable people out there are choosing to clip the things that he said to continue to push this narrative that he was a hateful, bigoted, homophobic, racist, horrible human being, right? And trying to gaslight the rest of us into believing that, probably to justify, and so that you feel a little bit better that your side went to the extreme and decided to take this man's life. We're not buying it. This man was not hateful. He was willing to engage in conversation. He was nothing but respectful to people that came up and had conversations with him. He was a man of God, strong in his faith, his country, plain and simple. And he spoke the facts. People that are still choosing to believe that this man was homophobic or hated gay people are just willfully ignorant and obtuse. But I wanted this video to be out there so that at least I could hopefully spread a little bit more of Charlie Kirk's legacy on my platform and present him and show him in a different light than what people are across other platforms. I've spoken a lot about him on my TikTok and Instagram. And so, yeah, I mean, I paid my respects in that way, and I will continue to pay my respects by carrying on the things that he said, but more importantly, my own beliefs, and not being afraid to continue speaking my truth, right? And I feel like all of us hopefully feel inclined to do so as well. I know for myself, I felt motivated in that way, and also a bit of a spiritual shift when everything happened. I spoke about that on my other platforms, but I don't want to drag this video out. I just really wanted to post those videos so that they are readily accessible. And again, so we could show the true Charlie Kirk, and him speaking for himself and what he truly believed. That being said, I'm going to wrap the video up there. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button, because again, we are making our way to YouTube. The rest is just too much to deal with, too much he said, she said. I don't know what the hell is going on over there. So YouTube, here we come. If you love my political and social commentary and things of that nature, you can find me here. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future uploads or any videos. Follow me on Instagram, all my other socials. I'll link them down below. And yeah, I think that's it. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.